It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, two NFC clubs going head-to-head as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. You look at this Bears defense. They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Here's Hurts to throw. Flush to his right. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle. The Eagles had 8-3 now. Well, they were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
That is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 20-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They go play action with Hurts. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. mark that as a gain of 16 to set them up first and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. The loss of 2 there, second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. This is a long drive. Offensively, wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Looking to put a drive together. On play action, here's Williams. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. So from Philadelphia, it's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Here's Williams. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 24 yards. Here's Swift. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. This guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw is Williams. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
They'll look to throw for it with Williams. Escaping the pressure right. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Here's a diving catch right side. These two teams all tied after 1. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Running left, it's Barkley. That's a gain of 6 on the 1st down run.
They've created a nice sustained drive, a strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 3. Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goddard with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 10-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. And pass complete to Moore. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll fake the give. Now Williams steps away. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A huge play there for Chicago. 49 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! Cole Kmet, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from drawing level. Santos with the extra point. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 43 yards.
That's good for the Eagles.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Eluding the pressure right. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to have it here just past the 25. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months. Not weeks, months.
And I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. If it's worth the winning streak on the other side, sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Williams. He'll look middle here and give it to Odunze. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
And the Bears first down.
To throw once more, here's Williams. Finding room at midfield. Well, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Williams will get this out wide to Odunze. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Second and a couple. To the air, Williams. Touchdown Bears! Rome Odunze, 29 yards. And the Bears have moved out in front. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Sheds off the tackle. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll set up to throw. Throw right side complete to Dotson. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 29-yard line.
Back to throw again. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And 6 yards.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll get it inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 29 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing is Williams. Throw right side, taken in by Odunze. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards there for number 15.
A gain of 15. First down, Chicago.
From the gun, here's Williams. A pass complete to Odunze. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
First down.
Here once more, Williams. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Cine. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD. Elliott on for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. at the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. He's got it to the 43 here.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try to chip someone at the second level.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, Williams. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give him some space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. On is Santos for the Bears field goal. Made his first. This now from 42 yards out. Santos' kick is up and through. And that'll bring him back within 4.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
Throwing is Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And it's incomplete. There would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And that's incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
The kick by Elliott is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, This is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative.
Fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Looking to throw. Williams. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Jordan Davis, just a monster on that play, stopping it from going anywhere.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
2nd and 11. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Jalen Carter has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
He'll get this into the hands of Odunze.
They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still... Looking at 4th down now.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
They'll go. Here's Williams.
Well, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does. 10 first down yardage.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line.
Stop behind the line made by the safety that time, Lewis Seed.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has There's another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Looking to throw is Williams. Flushed out right. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
Now it's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Williams going to look to throw again.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Jalen Carter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
That's good for an Eagle.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
At the 48-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And this is incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long distance?